I'm Bob Coleman, and we're talking Main Street and the small business lenders who help it grow. Thank you to this week's sponsor, SBA Complete.
Is your financial institution considering SBA lending? Maybe you need to improve your current SBA line of business. We're SBA Complete, the most experienced SBA lender service provider in the country. Executing an SBA loan program can be complex and difficult to navigate without an experienced and knowledgeable team. But most financial institutions cannot find the right talent or afford to bring the expertise in-house. That's why lenders across the country choose SBA Complete.
We're going to start out with a really cool video. SBA Administrator Linda McMahon, she does her great tour of visiting every SBA district. Check this video. I thought you would enjoy that about Linda McMahon supporting small businesses to help take the plunge. She does this great commitment to touring every SBA district office, and this was obviously on one of her stops. Hey, Bill Phelan, president, co-founder of PayNet, we cover his stuff, analytics galore. He tracks small business lending, supply, demand, as well as performance. Listen to what he had to say.
Bill Phelan, president, founder, co-founder, PayNet. Bill runs a really cool company, a lot of good data. I cover his stuff. His specialty is providing credit memos and financial analysis for small business lenders. Bill, you're the analytical data guru of small business loan performance. How are we doing as an industry? How's Main Street doing?
It's doing great right now, Bob. Actually, I left my propeller helmet in the other room, so I'm not going to wear that right now. But what we see is that Main Street's rolling right now. It's really boom times. It's almost blistering pace of borrowing by small businesses across the United States. And what they're doing is they're finding good investment opportunities to put more capital to work, to buy more property, plant, equipment, and they need that capital from the banking system. And that's alongside just very strong financial health for these Main Street companies. So our indices show this really all-time record pace of borrowings from small businesses.
Lance and I always remind everyone, we have a little gray hair, a little experience with us. These boom times will stop at some point in time. Now, we're not predicting when, so I'm going to put you on the spot. How much more aggressive should small business lenders be for Main Street?
Oh. Well, what I could tell you, Bob, is that the businesses are putting money to work, and it really just kicked in back in October. So this is not, they've been on pause, since the Great Recession ended in some way, shape, or form. Yes, they've recovered. But no, they haven't, reached new levels of borrowing money from the banking system. And so we're seeing now with this 16% year-over-year increase, we're seeing this record level of investments by small businesses. It really kicked in last October. I think maybe the tax bill had something to do with it. We've seen 11 consecutive monthly increases, and 4 of them are double-digit increases. And the trend line is actually positive as well at 12%. And so it's a very rapid pace. It continues in this recent month's release, and it's consistent with some of the other data out there, the NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Businesses, Their small business lending index is also up at record highs because they're seeing businesses increase inventories. So we're seeing capital going to property, plant, equipment, acquisitions, hiring. We're seeing optimism to invest in more inventories. And this means that these businesses are not getting frothy. It shows that the credit risk is really benign right now. In fact, it actually improved last month by 1 basis point, which we were kind of surprised about.
We talk about the new SBA loan packaging regulation and fee disclosures. One of the questions we get is very basic. What exactly is considered an SBA loan package?
I just wanted to clarify what's considered packaging, and this is from the SOP, assisting the applicant with preparing the SBA loan application, but you cannot, again, anything that's considered a bank form, you cannot include that as part of your packaging fee. The primary culprit is the SBA Form 1920, but if it's a bank form, you can't charge the applicant for preparation of that form. But you can charge the applicant for preparation of the applicant's forms. You can charge the applicant as packaging, assistance with preparation or advising on the business plan. Many of us receive a business plan, we review the plan, we come back to the applicant with recommendations or advising them on how to improve that business plan. That can be part of packaging. Assistance, either preparation of cash flow projections or assistance in advising on how to get those projections more detailed, can be part of loan packaging. And again, preparation of documents, applicant documents related to the SBA loan application. Again, it's very critical that it does not include preparation of any lender forms.
Following up on Lance Sexton, here's a poll that we offered to the participants of a webinar, and I think it helps explain what packaging fees, what fees have to be disclosed to the borrower.
The following fees must be disclosed in SBA Form 159. Check all that apply. What do you think?
Well, there's certainly more than one that applies.
Well, yeah, that's why I said check all that apply. What do we got for a response, Joseph? Okay, let's start at the top. Loan broker referral fee paid by the lender. Does that have to be disclosed, Lance?
Yes.
Loan packaging fee of $2,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. I thought I was being tricky on that one, but that's. What about the attorney loan closing fee?
No.
No, that does not have to be disclosed. What about we have an in-house SB BDO? They're drawing a base salary. I apologize, and we pay them a commission. Do we have to disclose that commission on the 159?
No.
And finally, when we do our compensation surveys, we see that the SBA loan closer gets a small spiff, a couple $100 to close every loan. Does that $200 payment that's paid by the lender and not being charged to the applicant have to be disclosed? And everyone got that right. The answer is no. Very good. Very good.
In the webinar, we got a great question from Shay saying, hey, I'm confused. What exactly can we do as a loan broker, as a loan packager with respect to fees and be SBA compliant?
There's a question by Shay. I believe you already answered it, but let's just walk through it so we're clear. They are a consulting company and they're providing services to the client, and they charge an applicant a fee for the guidance. That's permissible, correct? Say preparing financials. Okay, so they can do that. That's legitimate. And they're also going to charge them a fee to package up the SBA loan. That's permissible as well, correct?
That is also permissible. Both have to be reported on the 159.
And they refer it to a bank and they want to get a referral fee. Is that permissible?
They can get a referral fee from the bank. They can get a fee for assisting with packaging from the applicant. If they're assisting the applicant with preparation, they can also get paid for that. But they, again, one of the key characteristics, they can't get paid by both the applicant and the bank for the same service.
And in this particular scenario, the bank cannot charge an additional packaging fee for that applicant. The applicant probably paid one packaging fee, period.
Yeah, if you've got a packaging fee related to an SBA loan, they can't be charged a packaging fee by an agent and then be charged a packaging fee as well by the participant bank.
We're telegraphing there more information at the end of this presentation, but one of the things SBA is extremely concerned about, and again, I'm repeating myself from the poll question, is they have found out in the industry that the applicants being charged a packaging fee by a loan service provider and by the lender. And I want to reinforce that that is really the key takeaway of what SBA is trying to eliminate. Would you agree with that, Lance?
I would agree 100%, Bob. They're trying duplication of fees, doubling up the charges. They're trying to avoid the applicant. And again, they're more concerned with the applicant paying a fee to the bank and a fee to the agent for the same activity.
Yeah.
We conclude with Debbie Gobach, Business Credit Reports. Listen to what she does for the SBA lending industry. I'm talking with Debbie Gobach, Business Credit Reports out of Nashville. What do you do?
I am a individual that sells credit reports to the lenders.
What's a credit report?
Business credit reports. So the business credit reports contain information, trade, loans, lines of credit, leases, SBA lending, public record, UCC filings, and everything that the lenders need to see to make a deal.
So give me the logistics. How do you gather all this information?
We are good. That's a good question. And people ask, how are we different from Experian, Equifax, or DNB? We have partnered with all three of the major commercial bureaus and put all the data into one credit report, which nobody else in the country does that. So we're unique that way.
And SBA changed their rules that you also now have to report credit to a credit bureau. Do you do that service as well?
We do. It's a free service that we provide to all customers, regardless if they're a lender or not. It is a mandatory requirement to be compliant with the SBA, and actually it's been around since 1990s, I want to say. It's the Treasury Department that requires it, and the SBA is enforcing it.
How does someone order your service?
They contact me or go on our website. Yeah.
Contact Debbie Gobach out of Nashville.
Yes.
Business Credit Reports.
Yep.
Debbie, thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you for joining us today for the Coleman Report Update and for supporting America's Main Street, one entrepreneur at a time.